Let's
Oh! Corona Cast.
Wait, so you wanna marry a Canadian, but you think American men are hotter because you think.
Yeah, I want to marry a Canadian. The joke is for the passport because they have the most powerful
The joke is for the passport?
Yeah, because like they have the most powerful passport in the world, and I don't really care about marriage.
Okay, but also like how much of it is a joke?
It's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like I almost married someone from Ireland so they could have citizenship.
Well, I would do that. I mean, it would take like a
Same
sizable
thing.
amount of money.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. And a
I
prenup.
would do that. I am
Money and a prenup.
Well, what are they going to take from me?
Oh, okay. That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Come on. There'll be a prenup on their side. Like they're going to
They'll
request the
protect
prenup.
their money. Yeah, because if they can afford to pay someone to marry them and do citizenship, which is expensive in itself, they can afford, like they'll probably want a prenup.
They pay like what, like 10, 20 grand?
It can be insane. And then a lawyer, and then if they're doing an arranged marriage, it's even more like stress and money and time. Yeah. It's hard being an American citizen. That's why when people like put it, it's very annoying. It's like, well, they did it the right way. And I'm like, our system is so flawed and corrupt. Becoming a citizen is so insanely difficult.
I mean, not that we need to go down a poli-sci pathway, but that does beg the question: does everyone have a right? Like, I mean,
multiple marriages, or what?
Did the thing again? Just let me complete the statement.
No, I want to guess. Okay, go. Corona Cast.
Hey everyone, I've abandoned my thought. This is Billy.
Hi, this is Megan. Were we recording?
We are now.
Oh my God. Okay, thank God. I just went on a tangent about immigration law and their system in place.
Yeah.
But
well, welcome to our podcast. And babe, again, this is our podcast.
It's our podcast.
I've been saying that for literally weeks just to get you more comfortable on mic.
It's our baby Yoda.
Yeah, it's our, so you get to make decisions and requests and speak naturally too.
I can't do. I'm the captain now. Then
you can be the captain.
Okay.
Because you do that in real life. You make that reference in real life, so it's
all
natural.
the time.
But when you're like taking the fucking,
No, but I think it's when you're like, you need to watch that film. I'm like, no, that's all I needed from it is that little saying, and I'm happy.
Okay.
And you're like, Tom Hanks is a national treasure. I'm like, I didn't say he wasn't, but I can only watch Forrest Gump so many fucking times.
What are you talking about?
I just want to talk about nothing. Apparently, I'm just nothing.
No, you're not nothing. You're nervous, baby.
No.
But you're great. You're getting all this. This is day. I can figure it out. Today's Thursday. I don't know because time doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, today's Thursday.
This is day 34 quarantine.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. And I have not been kicked out yet. I have been asked to, but I have not been actually kicked out yet.
No, you've not been kicked out yet.
Yeah. But you like wanted to for like 20 minutes.
Like 5 minutes. I had like a really big emotional, just everything coming to this like very specific time where I finally was letting myself be upset and like dealing with that instead of just trying to be strong. But then I got into this like deep sadness, and then I got into this like very reactive place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it kind of just came out.
Do you want to describe how it came out?
No, you can describe.
Okay. I forget what you reacted to, but you just simply DM me saying like, I think you need to leave tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, it was after like, I was feeling like very emotional, and I thought it was something that you said somebody else, and I just reactive to where I thought that like I wasn't receiving that specific attention. You give me a lot of attention. And then I just was in a very bad place, and I actually kind of felt like I needed alone time. So I guess that was my excuse at the time. But then I slowly realized that like this was coming from a really like irrational and just like nervous and upset place.
Right. Which I've already I told you this before, and I said it again. It's like, if you ever needed space, or if you needed a night or two, like I can go to my mom's, who's super alone. Like I can go if you really needed me to like be not in the house for a couple of days. But like, in the moment, it was like, no, I think you need to leave. And that was a scary DM. That was a scary message.
Yeah. And you can tell how reactive it was because we're in the same space and I sent it via DM.
Yeah.
Like it was like I received it and then was like, nope, not okay with this. Like I just like want to be alone right now.
Yeah. So do you think a lot of that had to do with, when you say you're finally being sad, like is it you're sad about the whole situation of things or sad about something between us?
The whole situation. Okay. Yeah. No, like
okay.
I am just sad. Like I suffer from seasonal depression and like things like that. And like I am a type A workaholic. So like those combination of things, like being home for this long just isn't a great combination for me as a person, especially when I had, like luckily I'm doing very well and like I'm comfortable and I'm safe and I'm very thankful for that. But just as me and my personality, I am not great not having a focal point with work. And like I already do a ton of activities normal in my life. Like I always am the planner. Like I have a planner. I've had a planner since I was 11 years old. So like right now is just not a great time. And like I think I was in survival mode and like trying to keep it going for the first couple of weeks. Well, just like consistency and like, productivity and keeping myself contained. And then like, of course, when you sadly with depression, it just kind of comes in like ebbs and flows with me. I'm speaking from my experience. And then I just woke up like and completely sad. And I just like stayed up till 3 a.m. crying. And I was like, what is wrong? And I wrote myself like a very sad note. And then I read it the next day and I was like, this is just a triggering thing from my depression. It has nothing to do with anything that's actually going on.
What was the sad note?
It was just like a reflection of like existing in relationships and like, how I was feeling at night. But yeah.
And when I got that, I came out and it was also, you were in a spot because like you were in that scary place where you're super calm, but like apparently furious. Because when I came out, you were just like with Austin on the couch, just watching whatever on TV, DMing me that I need to leave. And I was like, hey, can we talk for a minute? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I don't know. How was that conversation for you? How are you feeling about the conversation? I don't know what you want to share about. I don't know, because having a fight in quarantine, you're literally trapped together.
Yeah.
So we say fight. We all fight is communication, and
yeah, I did not beat you up.
Yeah. So what was it like to be in a really big fight under quarantine?
Not great. And I think, that's what I was describing at one point with you where I was like, hey, like if I'm mad, that's good. Like if you can see that I'm mad, that's because I'm processing it. I'm not actually going to do the thing that you're fearful of me doing. When I'm calm and collected is when I'm actually like making decisions.
So when you threw pizza at me, I shouldn't have been concerned.
Yeah. You're like, you're going to break up with me. Yeah.
Then that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If that makes sense.
How did our conversation go to you?
I think it went, as soon as we started talking, I realized like where it was coming from, and it was coming from a place of jealousy and like fear and just the things that I was like digging too much into like you and I's relationship. And then also feeling the previous week was like, I feel like I'm disappointing everyone that I'm romantically involved with. And then everyone I was romantically involved with was like, absolutely not. And they're like, we don't even know why you feel this way. But it's like,
did you have that kind of conversation with too?
Yeah. Yeah. But, with things like that, but I mean, knew that I was depressed like a couple days ago because he just knows,
Were you,
so like he was being a little bit more sensitive to that.
How did I handle the fight, the conversation?
I think you handled it well. I felt so, it's hard when you're making the person you care about really upset. And then you realize
which one of
that
us is that?
yeah.
I mean, because
you.
like in theory, like I could have made you upset.
Yeah, no, it was like it's not a great feeling when you're like, I am causing this person that I love to be upset. And then when you really reflect on it, you're like, was this necessary? I don't inherently know, but sometimes things just need to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like under the circumstances we are now, like we are going to fight.
Yeah.
And like I hate fighting. Like I do not like fighting. And I am not a natural fighter. So like for me, fighting is like very exhausting. So like I'm trying to like remember that and also like be better about like picking my battles, which I haven't been great at.
What I've been trying to stress
Not that
to
I
you,
fight with you all the time.
right? Well, but that's the thing. I would rather have more itty bitty mentions of things than big blow up fights every 3 to 10 weeks. And son, I've been trying to stress to you, not just during quarantine, but especially now in quarantine. But I've been telling you this since like, date 3. It's like, I need you to just tell me when you're upset about a little thing.
Yeah.
Because those little irks build up and then it's a big dumping of stuff. And maybe after the first 3 occurrences of a thing, if you could tell me that if I had even known you were upset by those things, I would have stopped before I'd done it times number 4 through 10.
Yeah.
And it could have stopped back at 3. Like I would like the opportunity to make adjustments, and then if I still fail you, be pissed and mad at me.
Yeah.
But like, give me a chance to fix things, and I need the input, the feedback, to know where I'm at. When you replied to ugh, and now historically, like I think, oh fuck, did I fuck up? Did I like upset her? Is she jealous or am I?
Yeah, which wasn't what I was thinking at all.
But that's like and because my thing is I really need to trust you when you say you're fine.
Yeah,
that's something I'm trying to work on. Part of that means that you have to not tell me you're fine when you're not.
Say the truth.
Yeah, like I think I told you during the conversation, I was like, I promise I won't turn it into an hour-long conversation every time you tell me you're not okay. But please tell me when you're not okay. Because you say I'm fine, then I process you and I go, okay, this condition that she's in and all the things that led up to it caused her to be what she's saying is fine. So there's nothing wrong with. I don't have to correct anything. No. Kind of like with faking orgasm. It's not too different from faking orgasms.
Ugh, don't do that.
Right, but so similarly, like don't tell me you're fine when you're not, because it's like faking an orgasm.
There's something to be said that
you're faking an emotional orgasm.
No, but I think there's a big difference in that where it's like, for me, like even if I'm not fine, sometimes I'm not in the right place to talk about my emotions.
Sure.
And like for that, like sometimes the fine is just like, I'm not fine right now, but I will be. And I just need a little time to digest. And that's the thing with me normally is like, I will be upset. And then if you give me like 5 to 10 minutes, like if it's not something serious, I will be over it.
Sure.
Like I will process it. I will figure out why I'm upset. And then like, you just have to not like poke the bear,
sure,
if that makes sense.
Are you upset right
then
now?
Then it blows. No,
Are you upset?
No.
You're fine?
Now I am.
Are you okay? But what you said right there is like,
yeah.
I'm not fine, but I will be. Like if you told me that, like I would go, cool, not an emergency.
Yeah.
Leave her alone. And that's what I would do. Like I would love to hear you say you're not fine, but you will be.
Yeah. And I think that's fair. So day 34, we had some good news.
You're like, how can we get off of this topic? Oh my gosh.
Can we stop talking about my
too
feelings?
Vulnerable. But before we get off of that, is there anything I still need to be doing since we had that chat?
No, just don't catch the house on fire. He's very nervous with your cooking.
How so?
He just doesn't trust you. He's not sure if you can cook.
I mean, I can't, but
I just think
I'm
he's
not gonna burn
afraid
the
of
house
like
down.
fire. Yeah. It's very
Except
funny.
for that one time where I left the gas on because I was high.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
I was
you
like, oh,
burnt
no.
his pot that isn't a pot for the stove.
Okay, and that was not my fault.
You was literally like,
No,
oh,
but
just wash the pot. I was like, just wash the pot that the popcorn goes in. Just wash the pot.
Yeah, but I was also like, there's a clean pot right
That's
here.
not all pots are the same. I honestly need to have a sit down with your mother and be like, what happened? And I love your mother.
Okay. Okay, so what was the good news we got? I'm ready to pivot.
I love your mom. Oh God, does she listen to this? She's gonna be like, oh, I knew that girl was trouble.
No, she don't. I don't know. No, okay, I can't make that joke, sadly.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you did a roast for another podcast.
Oh yeah, I did the Keith and the Girl roast, which whenever you are hearing this was probably weeks ago. But yeah, that was last night. That was dope. It was a lot of fun.
You want to talk about how drunk you got?
I got so drunk.
So
holy shit. And like I was I smoked a little weed too. Basically, once I had written the jokes and I was like, okay, I have enough jokes, then I was like, okay, I can smoke weed. And then I gave up on that 2 hours early and I smoked weed anyway. But I got enough jokes written and I was really nervous because this is also the first thing about this way. This is the first time I'd performed for an audience since lockdown in over a month. So I don't know. I was really nervous. And plus, like, Mike Kaplan was there and like he's really funny. And I was like, oh God, I want Mike Kaplan to laugh at any of these.
Did he laugh?
I heard laughters, but I never knew who was laughing, and I didn't like. I just like let's get through this set. Oh, but yeah, no, I did a roast. I made fun of Andrea Allen. I said mean things about her womb.
Oh my God, you did.
Yeah, I said she had so many abortions that her womb is now an easy bake oven for half cooked children.
And she loved it.
She loved it. She thought it was great. A good one. I said Chemda looks like she squirts olive oil.
I like that one. So
yeah, so good roast, went well, got really trashed. I don't know. I was drunk. I don't remember it. You tell them.
Well, the funny thing is, so I had a Zoom talk for my organization, Fat Babes of Jersey City, and mine started like an hour before yours, and it lasted for 2 hours. So I left you alone for like 2 hours doing my own thing.
I wasn't alone.
Yeah, you're with hundreds of people.
No, I had a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, there you go.
When you have whiskey with you, you're never alone.
No. Oh my God. Wow. So I walk into the end of the roast, like towards the end, and Billy's like, imagine if you just blew me during this. And I was like, no, but you can eat my pussy. And then he texts someone to try to get permission.
Tracy Carnazzo, friend of the pod. I texted Tracy, do you think Chemda would be mad if I swapped seats with Megan? And she said, yes, Megan, Chemda would not like that at all. So I didn't, and then I said, oh, damn, okay. Because I was going to switch seats with Megan and then go down on her during the roast. And she's like, yeah, don't do that.
And then we kept drinking.
This was a paid gig.
Yeah. And I even was like, it's still going on. So anyways, kept drinking. Then we go to like a different chat with all the fans. And Billy's still drinking, trying to molest me. Also talking about somebody else.
I'm trying to show you how much I sexually desire you.
It doesn't have to be while people are watching.
But that's when I love to do it.
I know. You're such a freaking like attention from strangers.
Yeah.
Yes. You're an exhibitionist.
You told me, let's do the sex that you like having. I'm like, all right.
There's people watching.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I get that. So I like people jerking it to me too. I just like to get paid for it. Thank you.
So we did the chat, and then I kind of remember I remember ending the chat, and I don't remember much.
Oh my
else.
God, he was so drunk.
I woke up
you
and there was a
like
video
slurring, and so go for it.
Just restart what you said.
Oh my goodness, you were so drunk and like slurring. And then so my other per got home from work. We decided to watch these like cute puppy videos because why not? And we're watching these puppy videos. I'm eating chips and queso. You eat all my chips. And then you
I
like
left you all the queso.
yeah, I left me all the queso, and we're just watching these puppies, and you just knock out in the weirdest position, full on snoring.
Yeah, and I woke up to pictures in the Peep Show of that. I woke up to a video in the Peep Show of me taking like a drunk piss.
I didn't record your penis peeing. Just
Yeah,
your
but
talking.
I was taking a piss. You recorded me taking a piss. I tried to like, I don't know, be jokey with Austin this morning, be like, oh, hey, you know, crazy. I was so drunk, right? And it just,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, good chat. Tried again, failed again. It's all right. And then how did I get to bed?
I tucked you in and I led you to bed, and then you shyfully showed me your penis.
What do you mean I
Like
shyfully
you like
showed you?
hid your pants, you gave me a look, and you were like boop, and then hid it again, and then fell asleep.
So we didn't have sex?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Did not have sex. You were way too drunk.
Okay, all right. And then you are in what percentage of OnlyFans now?
13.
Top 13% onto top 10, baby.
Woo! Give me your money for existing.
Well, that's a great time to say, hey, where can people find you, baby?
You can find me on my main account on Instagram. It's Miss Giggles, MSGIGGGLES. Or if you'd like to give me money, no pressure unless you want me to pressure you. It is That Fat Babe on OnlyFans.
And I've got our Cash App and Venmo handles in the show notes of this episode. You can find me on Twitter at the Billy Procida. I'm on Instagram at Billy is Procida. And no, I do not have an OnlyFans yet. For now,
It's coming.
One day. One day.
Corona Cast. Oh, fuck you.
Did you do it on your own? Sure, you love the Man Whore podcast, but are you an official fan whore yet? Because right now, over 200 whoreheads are connecting in our private Patreon communities like the Champagne Room and the Peep Show. You can join us today for as little as $2 to meet a ton of like-minded, sex-positive friends. And fuck, don't we need some of that right now? You'll also gain access to behind-the-scenes content and bonus episodes. Join us today at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. That's Patreon, patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. Now let's get back to the show. I'll wait for you to be complete with your phone stuff.
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we haven't chatted in a while.
We haven't.
Yeah.
Because I've been sensing like you maybe were either over it or like maybe you just didn't want to, or I didn't know what. I'll put it this way. Like I don't want to ask you to come on mic if it's going to be like a burden.
Yeah, I think
or
that's
like
fair.
a chore. Like I want you to be happy to be on it, not just doing it because you're super polite and nice.
Aw. I don't mind doing things out of politeness, but you're right.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Corona Cast.
Look who took initiative. That was really hot.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I like that.
Time to start. Let's do it.
It's Billy.
And it's Megan.
And I think it's day 42
Oh my God.
of quarantine.
Jesus
together,
Christ.
baby.
Jesus H. Christ.
But you're right. It's been a while since we did an update. Why do you feel that is?
I don't know. I think I hit a funk personally. And then like there's some things that like I needed to figure out and digest myself. And then we covered that. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm like in this weird place right now. And I'm like, what do I have to chat about? But I do have things I have to chat about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like in general.
Then let's get, I will acknowledge like not only did you hit a thing, but like we hit a thing also.
Yeah.
We hit a couple rough patches. As I described to someone who was asking like if we were still good, I was like, I mean, we hit a couple rough patches that I feel like most would run into if they spent 42 days together with a
nonstop.
significant other that
Yeah.
they haven't spent 42
Yeah.
days together with, you know?
Like, usually if you go on vacation for 2 weeks, that's a vacation thing like that. Like, this is us in our home, my home, like 24 hours almost.
Yeah, and my friend
Yeah.
Celia was like, I'd be concerned if y'all hadn't gotten into like a fight or two.
Yeah, agreed.
So
Agreed.
yeah. Well, I guess what do you need to talk about?
I don't have anything to talk about. I just know that. Did you create a list of, because I know a couple times you come to me and you're like, I have questions, but I want to ask them on the mic, but I don't know if you wrote them down or something.
I did.
Yeah,
I have one
there was
question.
there was a cute question I remembered, but now I can't like remember it.
What,
I
from
just remember it
today?
being cute. No, like 2 days ago.
Oh, did I already
You're
ask
like, no, not on mic.
it to you?
It was something about cuteness or hotness or something. Or when did I believe I was hot?
Oh yeah.
Was that it?
Maybe.
Did I get it?
I forget if I've already asked you this or not, but when did you realize you were sexy? So
Oh
I
my
only
goodness.
started identifying as cute like a year ago.
Yeah, I was like, I think I didn't realize that I truly was sexy, like the definition of the term sexy, because I previously was in a long-term relationship that never didn't make me feel sexy. It was nothing to do with him. He always was super supportive. I just wasn't there within my own space to accept that. Warmth and appreciative, but that didn't affect our sex life, weird enough. And I think like it took me, and this is going to sound weird, knowing my own power, like knowing my own presence in a room and power, and, kind of figuring out that I had a physical influence on others, which was such a weird thing. And I definitely think,
By physical influence, do you mean boners?
not inherently boner, it's just like the way
Physical-
people
I have
talk to
physical
me.
influence.
Yeah, no, like the way people talked to me and like worked around me, I always thought I was like the weird fat girl. And then it became the shift when I gained more confidence and I was more hyper aware of who I was as a person. People treated me completely different. And that could be said, no matter what I wore, no matter like whether I had eyebrows on or not, I just, apparently it's the way that I walk is really like confident and adoring and sexy. And I was like, that's a really cool trait. So I think I learned that I was attractive and like sexy for the word like 3 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago,
Okay.
and accepted it.
So I'm catching
Yeah.
you like on your rise on your rocket ship.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had
I've
confidence, but like more emotional and like
Right.
personality wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to be along for the ride of watching that. Is there anything, you bring it up, is there anything that you want to update people on particularly?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I feel like all the days are just a blur at this point. And it's like, I don't even know what's going on. I try to keep track of the days. I'm like, oh, it's Friday. Like you do special things on Friday and, plan things for the weekend, stuff like that. But it's just such a weird place I'm in. I'm doing things to keep busy.
What kind of place are you
You
in?
know, I think just work wise, I'm like, I either want to do nothing and everything, and there's no in between. And that's really rough for me because it's kind of manic, and I'm not a naturally manic person. I'm usually just, kind of leveled out. So navigating that, navigating the space. Just a couple other things. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, you've been killing
I'm
it.
just generally in good spirits.
Yeah.
Like, so the only time I'm not in good spirits is like when we're off. Like my life is
Yeah.
fairly. I've been able to adjust to a quarantine situation okay, other than just making sure that you're happy.
Oh my goodness. I looked at my phone yesterday or something because I need to go through and delete photos and organize them so I don't send people the wrong things to the wrong place. And there was a picture I took of you when you were sad and you look so sad. And I was like, I have to delete this.
you sent
I
it
don't
to me?
like
Have I
it.
seen it?
No.
Can I see it?
No.
I would
It's
like
so
to see it.
sad. All
Is
right,
it-
I'll show you
is it
later.
good- is it like a good photo or is it
No.
shitty and grainy and also I look sad?
It's both.
It's not like
just
a beautiful photo.
No,
of
it's not a
melancholy?
beautiful photo of melancholy.
I wouldn't want to like frame it just to be like, nah, but this is like art.
This is
What does
this
this
is the
mean?
art.
What do you see when you see this photo? Like, what does it mean for you? It's not one of those.
Do you like photos of you in your glasses?
If I look good, very easy.
I like you in your glasses.
If you
so
think I
like,
look cute if I look good in the photo, if it's a good photo.
I don't think it's. I just think you look sad. That was my one takeaway from the photo.
Do you know when this was?
Yeah, like last week.
Oh, okay. Oh, when I was changing my contacts earlier this week.
Yeah.
It's because I was sad.
I know.
I was sad.
So what's your question?
Oh, I'm gonna do separately because you launched into a update thing, so which is great. I'm gonna do it separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I annoy you?
What?
Do I annoy you?
No, you don't annoy me, but you can be a lot.
What's that mean?
I guess I'm not used to so much physical attention.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. It's just taking me an adjustment.
All right.
If that makes sense.
What do you need to adjust? Accepting it or telling me
accepting
when you need
it.
the space?
No, accepting it.
You know you can also ask for the
No.
space, right?
Yes. No, agreed. No, it's nothing you're doing wrong. It's just like me, like you are definitely the most like physically touchy besides like in the bedroom boyfriend I've ever had. So that's definitely been an adjustment now that we're like in the same space all the time, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's definitely been it.
That's probably the only time I'm feeling down. If I'm feeling down, it's usually because I'm worried I'm annoying you.
No, you're not annoying me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I got a little snappy at the photo shoot thing. I just want to get it done.
It's okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, I just ate Wendy's. My stomach was gurgling.
One of my
I'm trying to like take pictures to be sexy to like make money.
Oh, it's okay, baby.
Yeah.
One of my top 5 favorite things about you is that you are able to apologize.
Thanks.
Not a lot of people do. I barely do.
Yeah, you're not great at it.
I mean,
well, with me you are.
Yeah, I was
no,
gonna say,
with me you are.
I set my
no,
game up
I've
around-
seen, I know the stories. No,
I set
no,
my
with me you'll
apology
definitely
game up
apologize.
around you
Oh my
because
God,
I'm like,
so-
I gotta match you.
Yeah.
You keep me honest with that because I'm like, I mean, she's
Yeah.
gonna own her shit, so who am I to not own mine?
Yeah, and I don't apologize just to avoid fights either. Like, I genuinely apologize if I think I just snapped. And I'm like, okay, like, rewind back. But if I think I'm right, I will not apologize.
So then who am I shitty with apologies with? That
You've told me all the things. Sometimes you buckle down and you're just
I
like,
meant-
no, I'm not going to.
I tell you all the
you're
things,
wrong.
but you when you said it about other people, it sounded like you had a specific.
No, just observational.
Okay. But from your experience, I'm actually just great at apologizing.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't even complaints with
You heard it here
apologies.
first, people. You can print
Yeah.
it, quote her.
I like men that
Tagger?
communicate. Yeah, that's always been my
Tag her,
type.
Billy Procida, most apologetic human I've ever met. She said it. You all heard her, right?
I said it.
Yep, she said it.
I said it.
She even said that she said it. Any tips, tricks, or suggestions you'd like to share?
Oh my goodness. I don't even have, I'm like, am I doing anything
You know you can
correct?
say no, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I don't even have any more tips or tricks. Ooh,
You don't
I
need
have
to.
been coming up with fun scenarios though, sexually for you. Because you're like, I want you to initiate stuff. So like last night I caught him jerking off in my other room and I was like with my other boyfriend. We're watching
Well, like her
The
and her other
Hobbit.
boyfriend didn't come catch me.
No, I
jerking
did.
off. That'd be
I
a very
did.
different porn.
Yeah. So anyways, like I was like, hey, I texted him. I was like, hey, are you jerking off? He's like, yes. And I was like, I want you to jerk off for the next 40 minutes. And then you can only come when I'm there inside of me. And he was like, yes, ma'am. I want to do that.
Yeah, I was going
And-
to show the peep show, but they all missed out because you called dibs.
Yeah, it's like I'm selfish sometimes. But like that was fun. And then I think today we're gonna like do some anonymous,
we're playing on
webcamming.
Saturday,
Yeah. After my like Zoom call with my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think that should be fun. So, just trying to like, I like the bingo idea. Somebody did this, a purchase with me on Instagram where they said that they made a couple's bingo while in quarantine. Like the wife made the bingo card and then gave it to the husband as like a, hey, let's try to get all of these done. And I thought that that was such a cute idea to keep things fresh.
But isn't the idea of bingo to have randomly done stuff as
No,
opposed
it's a
to
check.
a checklist?
No, it's like you can pick a way to like win and stuff like that. No, it's a cute way to like do things
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just sounds like on a bingo card you don't actually have to do all of them. If you want to do all
You
those,
can,
sounds
well,
more
that's
a
like a
checklist.
blackout.
This
Yeah,
is
it
why
depends
I
what
get
type
in
of
more fights
bingo.
than I should.
Yeah, I'm like, it depends on type. It's just a cute idea. Because then you're like, oh, honey, like today, let's, 69. We haven't 69 in like 10 years.
I haven't 69 in years. Oh no, that's not true.
Yeah, I was like,
It's just you know what
depends on the positioning.
When I was on Guys We Fucked, name drop everybody. We were talking about 69ing, and
Yeah.
I was like all about it. I was like, yeah, I 69 her. We 69. We all did a 69 and it ended up being 138. It was great.
Ew.
Corinne and Christina are just a few years older than me and
Uh-huh.
inch wiser, and they kind of pushed back on the reality of 69ing. So the title of my episode is "Do the Kids Still 69?" And I thought, like, what are you talking about? I'm 30. I'm almost 31. I don't 69 that much anymore. I ain't done.
See, I do. But that's because of my own sexual preferences. I like to have things in my mouth while people are doing things to my pussy.
Okay.
So, like, that to me is the benefit of 69ing. Like, I love...
I like
Yeah.
that too, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I'm just getting lazier in old age, and I need someone like you to keep me sharp and not let me get lazy, but...
No, but it's also, like, I also like taking my time. It depends on, like, what type of sex I'm having. Like, I like dedicating time where, like, I'm like, I am blowing you, just, like, take the blowing, then you will eat me out, just take the eating out. But for some reason, I really like having, like, the penis in my mouth while somebody is doing stuff to me, because I guess because I'm sensitive, like my clit is sensitive. If I have something in my mouth to distract
sensitive?
me, if I have something in my mouth to distract me, it's a little bit easier to take. Like I'm like concentrating on something.
Can we put something else in your mouth while I go down on you?
Yeah.
I find I have... So because, like, proportions and vulvas are different.
Yeah.
So I find, like, from
Yeah.
the 69 position,
Yeah.
like, when I bend
Depends
down
on the
to lick your
penis.
clit,
Yeah.
like, I have a harder time...
Getting
like,
there.
I'll put it this way, like being face first in front of your vulva in between your legs is the easiest way I'm going to access
Yeah.
your situation.
I have a long torso too, which I know.
Torso, there's,
Yeah.
you gotta move something.
I have an innie.
There's just, I gotta, just the way you're situated, it's easier for me when I'm right there. Upside down, even when I bend over to like randomly lick you, it's just more difficult,
Okay.
I find. So there's that.
Okay.
But we can do all the things that
Yeah.
you propose. I'm fairly game.
Corona cast.
Oh wait, I forgot. Hold on,
What'd you forget?
baby. Where can people find you?
Oh my God, he screwed that up. Most important. Don't give me that look. You can find me on Instagram, Miss Giggles, MSGIGGGLES. If you want to see my photos, hopefully when this is all done, I'll be doing more with photographers and shit. It is that fat babe on OnlyFans, and also, just say hi, whatever.
Say hi and whatever. I'm on Twitter at @TheBillyPresida. Instagram Billy is Presida. If you're not following me, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why you guffaw at that? Wow. Should they not be following? Is there a reason for someone who listens to this? the second of the twice a week episodes? If you're listening to these, you got to be following me on the Insta. Come on. What you doing?
Okay, that's fair.
Corona
Cast.